Hey everyone, ever wondered what happens in a split second between you hitting enter on a URL and a cat meme appearing on your screen? It feels like magic, but it's actually a high-speed relay race involving global servers, complex parsing, and some very hard-working software. Today, we're cracking open your browser to see the gears turning. We'll cover everything from DNS lookups to the final pixel render. Buckle up, it's going to be a fast ride through the pipes of the internet. Here's what we're going to cover today. 5 big steps. Step 1. DNS lookup, where the browser finds the server's address. Step 2. TCP handshake, establishing a connection. Step 3. HTTP request, asking for the page. Step 4. Build the DOM, turning raw HTML into a structure. Step 5. Paint the page, turning that structure into pixels. 1 URL, 5 steps. Let's dive in. It all starts with a URL. When you type google.com, the browser doesn't know where that is. It only speaks IP addresses, the phone numbers of the internet. First, the browser checks its own cache to see if you've been there lately. If not, it prepares to ask for directions. Let's break down this URL, HTTPS, google.com/search. The first part, HTTPS, is the protocol. It tells the browser how to talk, encrypted and secure over TLS. The second part, google.com, which is the domain. That's who we're talking to. The third part, /search, is the path. That's what we're asking for. Enter the DNS, or domain name system. Think of this as the internet's contact list. Your browser pings a resolver, which asks root servers, .com servers, and finally the authoritative server to find the specific IP address. It's like a digital he said, she said, until we get the right coordinates. Once the IP is found, everybody remembers it. First, the browser itself caches the result. Then your operating system keeps its own DNS table, and your home router stores it for every device on the network. This is TTL, time to live. Each chaos entry has an expiry time. Until it expires, the DNS lookup is skipped entirely. Navigation is instant. Once we have the IP, we don't just barge in, we need a TCP handshake. The browser sends a sign packet to say hello with the server, and the server responds with a sign hack meaning, I hear you. Then the browser finishes with an ACK packet which implying, cool, let's talk. It's the most polite part of the internet. Now, for HTTPS sites, and that's most of the web today, there's actually one more handshake before any real data flows. The browser makes the first move. It says, prove who you are, show me your certificate. The server fires back with its SSL certificate and a public key, basically saying, here's my ID, check it. Once verified, the two sides work together to generate a shared encryption key. No one else can see this exchange. And from this moment on, everything, every request, every response is fully encrypted. Private, secure, tamper-proof. You know that little lock icon up in your address bar? Yeah, that's what it represents. This whole process happening in milliseconds. After connection established, now the browser sends an HTTP request. It's basically a formal letter saying, hey, I'd like the HTML file for this page, please. It also sends some metadata, like what language you speak and what browser you're using. The server gets the request. It does some work. It looks up the resource. It runs any server-side code, and it reads the necessary files. Then, it sends back a response. First up is a status code, a short answer from the server. Status 200 means all good, but status 404 means the resource was not found. Tucked with that status is the actual page content, the HTML the browser asked for. Now the browser gets to work. It reads the HTML and starts building the DOM, the document object model. Think of the DOM as the skeleton of the web page. It is a tree structure where every tag, like a title or a paragraph, is a branch. While building the skeleton, the browser sees tags for CSS, for JavaScript, and for images. It does not wait. It starts firing off more requests to grab those files simultaneously. It is like a chef starting the sauce, while the pasta is still boiling. The browser then parses the CSS to create the CSSOM. That is the CSS object model. This is where the style happens. If the DOM is the skeleton, then the CSSOM is the skin, the hair, and a fancy outfit. The browser figures out exactly which styles apply to which elements. Next, the browser combines the DOM and CSSOM into the render tree. This tree only includes things that will actually be visible on the screen. If something is set to display none, it gets kicked out of the club right here. Now for the layout. The browser calculates exactly where every box goes on the screen, down to the very last pixel. Finally, painting happens. The browser fills in pixels with colors, shadows, and images. It is finally alive. And that is how a simple click turns into a web page, in the blink of an eye. From DNS handshakes to pixel painting, your browser is doing a massive amount of heavy lifting. If you found this dive into the digital pipes helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and happy browsing!